Yo, what's up? So in previous video, I mentioned that the worst mistake I made, like psychologically or mentally or whatever. I didn't kill anyone. I didn't beat anyone up. Very good. I'm still clean on that part. If it's not like professional sportsmanship, so I'm good. This let me let's just say it was like COVID time. So let's say the start of COVID. I don't know where specifically COVID was because it's just fuzzy. Let's say let's say I was 14, right? So I'm 14. I'm like, yo, and a bit background. So I started watching porn at, or I really got to know about that it exists or masturbation exists at like age 8, which is real bad. And I got there because so we got this boy in our class. And during a PE lesson, he just put, put his hand in his pants and started jerking it. We're like, what are you doing? What is this? And he's like, yeah, that's, you stroke it, it feels good. I'm like, what? Then I go home, I'm like, okay, sure, I guess I'll try. What the hell? So I'm jerking it, it was like, cool, yeah. And so I did this occasionally, and still doing it today, baby, going strong. Let's go. Uh, and so I basically got a long porn history, brother. Oof, yikes. That's not good. Don't do that. Uh, and so at age 14, I'm like, okay, my cock, it's a good size now. I think it's about time start banging. I'm like, yeah, okay, I mean, it would feel great, right? Better than jorking it. Like, okay. And before that, probably another social aspect is like you're home constantly alone, not much socializing. Like I got to know that while at a camp, for example, for a week, you talk to people, you have stuff to do, you got work to do, not a single thought about sex or masturbation or anything. You're just clean, and you come home like, oh yeah, right, that exists. And so I think that played a big aspect because you're home constantly, not talking to people. And I was like, okay, okay. And before that, uh, we basically got only 4 girls in our whole class. We got like, I don't know how many boys, let's say 20 boys and 4 girls, maybe even more boys. And I'm like, yeah, no one, no one got any dating in our class because we just didn't. We got a couple of like bad boys, but they got their own group. They, I guess they were just smoking and drinking or drinking energy drinks. They weren't like that bad. So, 4 girls. I decided to just get close to one of them. Not really like sexually or romantically. We were just walking around with a whole group, let's say 4, 5 people. And she's like said, "Yeah, I don't really have friends." And I'm like, "You don't have friends? Oh no, I'll be your friend." And so I was like texting her in the evenings, like, "Oh, what's your favorite music playlist? I don't know, what do you do? Your hobbies, whatever." Because I don't really like talk to them that much. So I'm like, yeah, sure. That's what a friend would do, write you, even though the questions are very basic and very stupid. Blah 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 blah. And then this moment comes on. Okay, my cock has grown. I want to have sex. I don't want dating because I heard, I don't have anything to give. right? I don't have money. I don't have assets. I think or I was mentally prepared at that time. It was just like a liability, right? And so I was like, okay, so I want just sex. Okay, I know what I want. I thought, or I think, you know, I'm like, who do I have the most chances with? Out of four girls, like, yeah, her. Yes, yeah, her, yeah. And oh my god, I write her, do blah blah blah. This text is very gross. I have not opened it say for like 4 years now. About five. He's just like, yo, do you want to have sex? She's like, what? Are you joining? I'm like, no. She's like, don't you like want to date? I'm like, no, 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 just sex. Like, I'm really disappointed. She wrote, I'm really disappointed. I'm like, yikes. And I tried to shut down the conversation real quick. And then part of COVID hit. And while I was writing that, I legit was like shaking. I was lying in bed, I was shaking, I was so fucking nervous. I was like trembling for a whole like 10 minutes straight. I was just fucking and before writing to her, I for 2 days thought like, what would the consequences be? And then I thought like, the consequences aren't that bad, right? They're not gonna be that bad, right? They were pretty bad. Uh, so it would seem from an outside perspective or from her perspective that I got or tried to be friends with her because I just wanted to have sex and like got in close into her soul to rip it out. Oh, it really wasn't that like that, but it would seem like that. And so I was like, and then a part of COVID hit where you have lessons in a class. We were given just our class for 1 or 2 years, and the teachers would switch classes, not students. So instead of teachers having their own classes, a class has their own class or room. And so we were there, and before we were like sitting next to each other. We had like one person between us. And I was like, oh fuck. Ooh. And when I first came to school, just after we talked about that, I like said hello. She had no answer. Like, oof, ooh, mm, ooh. And then it hit me like, yeah, yeah, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Yeah, and so we haven't really talked in person ever since, which is kind of fucking unfortunate. And then it turns out she had family problems, like her parents didn't support her or whatnot. I don't know the details. She has piercings and oh, probably tattoos. I don't know. I think I saw her once in the center of town, just walking by. I was like, "What? Is that her?" I mean, I couldn't confirm. I just kept walking, but like, damn. Yeah. And then I accidentally, because I know another girl with the same name, and as it turns out, at that moment I didn't have her phone number, the new girl that I knew. I phoned that that girl that I wanted to have sex with. I phoned like, yo, what about the car or something? Something about car. Is the car available or something? And she's like, who is this? And I'm like, Dennis. Like, what? Dennis? What the fuck? And she hung up. I was like, wait, oh shit. I didn't realize I didn't have the new phone number. That was still her, written under, her normal name. Like, oh shit. And I was in the gym, literally. And so I decided to go into a corner where there were no people and say, you know, I'm surprised, and this happened. I was sending her basically a video via Instagram. I was surprised I was not blocked. That was so, like, why would I not be blocked? I don't know. Uh, and so I was like, yo, recording video. Like, yo, I'm very sorry. You know, I was wrong. You know, it that's changed me. I'm very sorry. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. Like, yeah, bye. I don't know if I threw a kiss in or I did not. Like, you know, I do that sometimes in my videos when I'm like happy and in good mood. But I sent that. There was no answer from her, and I'm like, yeah, well, yeah. I guess I will just let it go. And so that moment of basically her rejecting me from the sex offer haunted me for 2 years. Legit. Oh my god, such a like character changer. Um, Now I have not been pursuing any relationship since that moment. Still doing great. Yes. Um. Yeah. Water. Um. I don't know. Yeah, I was bad. I was legit me at my worst. I think. Yep. Um. I did wrong. I think I changed. So. And now, before, maybe I shouldn't do that, but before approaching, like, I liked a couple more girls after that period, and I don't like any girl that like walks by because, I would like for my relationship to know that person. So, if you want to know that person and I don't use dating apps, you would have to choose from your personal circle of people you know, which is very dangerous. That is that is very dangerous. Yeah. Um, and so I had, well, I know of one flop where I said like, "Yo, I like you, but we are good. We don't like care right now. We are like still friends." Um, yeah. Mm, mm. Probably should just do like dating apps because approaching someone in your close circle. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. Bye bye. I was wrong. Mm.